tall stack that, but never mind. Let's have a look at side decouplers. Right, so move a bit of spacing. To grab these things off here. Engines. Now I've got some bigger solid rocket boosters. I think I might have to buy them, but let's do these.
I thought you were going to do this birthday.
Yeah, we'll do. I was out on. That's right, fair enough. I'm just sorting something out as well.
Utility. I've got stage recovery, so at least I can recover those solid boosters. And I'm also going to put some parachutes around this main stage because it's expensive. So stage recovery might let me recover it. We'll have to see. This one's going to take me to the moon. So 7281 meters a second delta V total for the stack. That does include the lander, but that is more than enough. It's over-engineered completely.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome back. So, there we go. My equivalent of a Saturn V.
Very nice.
2 crew. Right, let's check my staging now, because it'd be a disaster if that doesn't work. Where is my... Right, they're all the way up there, so they can come down. That's second stage. These need to ignite first. So that should be at the bottom. These parachutes need to be after this, when this decouples. They need to just ignite when the clamps go. Right, this is another trick I've got to save delta V on the pad. And because the KW rocketry engines I'm using take a while to spool up and get full thrust, you tend to slip back. If I ignited those engines and decoupled the launch clamps at the same time, the whole stack could just fall into the launch pad and blow up. So you have to let them build up to full thrust. So what I'm going to do is attach a trio of tanks to here. Make sure they've got the right fuel on board. And then connect them to the main stack. So they'll drain these tanks while it's still on the pad. So I'm still basically plugged into the launch facility. That was well too close. I guess that's going to whack into it on launch. So we'll drain these, but it will only take a second or so for these to power up to full power. And once they are, then I'll release the clamps and the whole thing should take off, including igniting the solid boosters.
Wait, why are those there? You just made it into a giant Catherine wheel.
No. What I'll tell you in a second. Just let me fix this.
I'm missing. It just kind of looks like we could throw in a... You know what I mean?
It does kind of look it. I see what you mean. But yeah, they're these fuel tanks just feed the main engines while these engines are spooling up.
Right. Okay.
Because these KW rocketry engines take a little bit of time to get to full power.
Oh, is that fuel or is that engines? Right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I see. I'm hoping for explosions.
You will probably get that.
Yes.
To be honest. The first test launch probably will, but we'll see. I'm just making sure my staging's all correct. So that needs to be down here, because that's the stage decouples first. I'm going to manually decouple this. Can I just remove the...
Where can I put it instead of here?
Huh,
Anyway, you
not
like.
staged that. That's weird. Oh well, never mind. I'll move that to the top and out of the way. Engine. So that decouples the service module. That's that engine. I don't need that yet.
You know, I don't know what...
That needs to be down here.
Is it weird?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I've given you more money for. If she's still asking for things. For like...
And then that
Because
is that,
remember,
which
right,
we can go back. Oops, it is right to the top. That's basically the emergency decoupler for the launch escape tower. I really don't want to have to use it. And then finally is the parachutes, which will be there. Because this stuff at the top, I don't really want to have to manually stage, so I'm going to leave it at the top. Okay. So in theory, that works. In theory. Let's test launch it and see before I build the thing. Kerbal launchpad start.
Do like the instant DPI change on this mouse.
What mouse have you got?
Logitech G502.
Yeah, I think that's the one I've got. Pretty it's blue with a glowy G on it. Glowy blue G on it.
Well, mine's black with a glowing G on it. So, yeah. I've got the newer model. I think something. I've got the Proteus Spectrum.
Oh right. Oh, so it glows many colours.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that. I love that mouse.
Well, it came with
Chris knows how
so...
many mice I bought and sent back before I found one that I like to replace my beloved Razer Diamond back.
Yes, many. I'll let you go through all the testing, and then I just copied.
Yeah, essentially. There were 2 Corsair mice I got. I got a Razer Taipan, which was a lovely mouse, but the clicky action was just awful on it. So it took me a while to find this one. I don't normally buy ones that are ergonomic. I tend to like the ambidextrous ones, but this one's just nice. And plus it's got the weights in it, so I've managed to move the weight all the way back, so it's really nice.
I've taken all the way out of mine.
Well, I've just piled them all in for now. Because it came with like a little pod with all the weights in there to put them manually in.
Right, Chris, if you're still watching, I've got a test launch. I'm going to show you what I mean about these.
Sounds like you're on Kerbal Space.
I am. I'm streaming on Twitch if you want.
Cool. What's your Twitch then? Will you put it in chat?
I'll put it in chat.
Okay. So one thing I don't do is Twitch.
I'm not going to put it in the main chat because I'll have everybody turning up and no one else is interested. Send you a message. There you go. Okay, so the you'll be a few seconds behind, I would imagine, but the main fuel these fuel tanks attached to the launch clamps. Got to pin one so you can see, but when it starts the engine, at least this is what should happen anyway. When the engine starts, it will burn the fuel in that tank, and the engine should then power up to full, which looks pretty cool on Launchpad.
I better wait to see this because
there we go. Look at that bad boy go.
Right, thank you for the preview of the Amazon video. Thank you. There we go.
Picture of it. This is the biggest thing I've built yet in this version. It's been a long time since I've built anything huge anyway. Yeah, they're quite good, aren't they? I've got a mod called Real Plume installed, which does a lot of that work. It looks pretty good. Excellent. Okay, no, cool. I'll have a look. I've not tried to stream on YouTube, so I stream on Twitch basically to show people my horrific failures at Kerbal Space Program. But I like what I build. It's a bit
Every failure is a learning curve.
Oh god, that was not a good separation. I need some Separatrons on those. Never mind.
I had an app on my iPad that was similar to this.
Simple Rockets?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, like a 2D Kerbal. It's alright.
And then Chris told me about... Yeah, because you told me that Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because in the app settings, you can go to Kerbal Space Program website. You did give me Kerbal Space, but I've lost it. So
it should be on there. If you've still got... If you can log into... If you bought it through their website, just log in.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I of course can't condone stealing of Kerbal, considering every so often it's on sale for like 14 quid.
Yeah, I know.
Because I got it when it was version, I don't know, 0.3 or something.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm bad at that as well.
I think about 45% of my Steam library is unplayed.
Oh dear, that's
It's because I buy them on sale, going, I want that game, thinking I'll play it, and I never get around to playing it. Or there's games I do play and
I've got Elite Dangerous, which I think Rob bought me for my birthday, and I've not played it. I've got The Witcher 3 as well, which I haven't played. And that is reputed to be a really good game. I played Witcher 2 and thought it was bloody awful, but that's mainly because of the controls. So, right, stage. Why did the engines blow up? You don't do that. Don't you do that before you have kids?
This is where Chris messed up.
And then... Oh, I see. That you've had for years, but you're now a responsible adult.
My issue with getting games and like not legitimately is the fact that you can't play the multiplayer part of some games. It's like you go through all that messing about to get it, and it's like you can't join in with your friends. So it's like that's why I buy games now.
Right. Okay. All right. So I staged my main first stage, and for some reason the engines overheated and blew up. So I need to have a look at. I think I might need to add a couple of radiators to the first stage to try and limit that. But anyway, the rest of it's working.
I'm not sure how far behind I am or what.
About 15 seconds or so.
Okay.
It's currently... In fact, we'll find out because tell me when the little thing flies off the front. So.
Okay.
Oh, it's just blown itself up. It hasn't actually disappeared.
Right. Okay.
Oh God, it hasn't disconnected.
I'm still flying. So.
It's all right.
It just looks motionless, because in space it's just the front just blew up.
Yeah, there's not a lot of relative motion.
Yeah.
So it just blew up. Yeah, that's.
I'm about 15 seconds behind. Yeah. To fair, you don't expect it to be totally like live.
No.
Well, we had some weirdo come in the shop and was like, we have CCTV and we have the screen showing, and the guy was like, "How have you got a video of me?" I was like, "We haven't got a video of you. It's live." He goes, "It can't be live. It's like got a millisecond delay." I was like, "It's live." And he started getting all technical with it. I was like, "Mate, it's live." Anyway, what would you like us to help you with? He goes, "Nothing." I was like, "Okay, carry on."
That's a bit strange.
We just get weirdos in all the time, challenging us for stuff that has got nothing to do with computers.
Okay, very awkward orbit that, but never mind. It's just
it's now motionless.
It will be. It will be. Right now, this stage is. I need to. Come on.
See, this is a game that I'd really like to do, but it's one of them games where you need to be really patient and like methodical and shit. And that's not me.
I like it. It
cool,
chills
I
me
used
out.
to be, but just now
this game
I'm just
chills
like,
me the fuck out. I love it.
I prefer to go kill zombies on COD.
That's fair.
Which I'm crap
totally
at.
not my kind of game, but okay. So I've staged the main service modules come off the top.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing 3 parts flying apart. So
yeah, that's the shroud for the lander.
Okay. Okay, the main parts come off.
Yeah, I need to figure out a better way of getting that. So now I've now got a decoupler in the way. But,
do you know in Kerbal Space Program, do you program it to do it all systematically, or do you have to manually do the next part? Because I know on the iPad app thing I had to. If I wanted to do my next disengage, I had to press a button to do it.
You can stage things with a space bar, which is this little thing down the side, like it says 0, 1, 2 in orange. Yeah. So you can stage things, but there are also action groups, so you can use the 1 to 0 buttons to activate certain things.
Fair enough.
So I've got and then there's the backspace button is the abort. So I have that. If I hit that, it decouples the main pod and fires the launch escape tower. If I press 1, it decouples the launch escape nose cone thing from the front of this, and activates 2 of the solid rocket boosters, not all of them, just and fires it off so that it gets out of the way.
Okay. Right.
So that's, but I did that far too late in this little test flight. So I'm just taking this thing in to dock with the LEM. Just testing to make sure this is all going to work when I actually come to do it. So.
Speedo type thing at the top that keeps changing numbers rapidly?
That is my current altitude.
Oh, okay. I just can't see too well on this Twitch stream.
Is the bitrate a bit odd? Is it just?
Oh, that's better. I've made it full screen now. Okay. To be fair, I think my eyesight's getting worse. I need another eye test.
I'm gonna have to have one soon. I need to sort out a that's a good point. Actually, I need to sort out a class 1 medical for my PPL.
So depending on job, you suppose, well, standard person to every 2 years eye test, but depending on job, it could be every year. Because I look at computers daily. It's supposed to be every year. Last time I eye test 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think I'm about 2 years now actually, but
Yeah.
I don't have any headaches or anything, and I've got fine.
Oh, I don't get headaches. First down at the screen, I get headaches because I've got a problem with my tooth.
All right, okay.
Did a fill-in wrong 2 years ago, and it's just had knock-on effects despite how many times they've redone the fill-in, done this. I think they've just got nerval damage now. Go me!
Lucky, really, I don't have any serious medical things. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, so we nearly got capture. I'm going too fast. Okay, good. Right,
so that's interesting because you're saying what you're doing, but I obviously can't see that. So
I'll have a little watch of the stream and I'll try and comment on it. But then anyone watching the stream is going to be confused because
it'll be
I'll
double
15 seconds behind. Yeah. So.
You've just recoupled.
Yep.
So
there we go.
The top of the pod's been recoupled. Yeah.
Okay, so then I can decouple that, and that's my. This is basically a copy of the Apollo mission.
Oh right, okay.
So I'm just gonna. I've got a little service pod here, and that's where my solar panels fold out from.
Oh, nice.
So that's it. That's my ship to go to the moon. Essentially,
cool.
I'll probably use this
when
transfer.
When are we going to see it taken off from NASA then?
Sorry, second.
When are we going to see it taken off from NASA?
I've got to build it first. Well, take off from Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah.
Take off to Kerbal Space Center even.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Right, so it's only a 2-man pod rather than 3. So right, okay, that works. So I'm gonna ditch this thing, and I'm gonna test the re-entry, and then we're doing okay. All right, I just picked up the lander from the bay on the main rocket. So I'm now going to test the lander, see whether the return stage, to see whether it'll actually land and survive a re-entry.
That'll be interesting.
Okay, so I'm waiting to get my periaps down to about 30 kilometers, which is about there. I'm going to fold these in because they'll just get ripped off otherwise. I've got enough battery power to last, so it should be okay. That's service bay. Okay, so it's good. Right, so I'm going to land on the dark side here, am I? No. Should come in down on the daylight side, which is good. God, this simulation has cost me 35 grand so far. Okay, anyway, so I've entered the atmosphere.
What do I need to start with? Okay, right. So
okay, I've got 3 air brakes on this, so that should keep. Once I get it lower in the atmosphere, it should keep the thing stable. It moves the center of pressure right to the nose, so the thing it basically acts like a shuttlecock, so it will always stay pointing tail first into the airstream. And the engines are much better at surviving heat. It's still full of fuel, so this is probably the worst case scenario as far as coming back to land goes. Unfortunately.
Well,
this is going to be
explosions.
It might do. I might well have, if the engine's about to blow up, then I will be spinning the thing around and decoupling the oops. Actually, I just need to hit backspace, and it should decouple the pod. And there's a heat shield underneath the command center, so that'll come down fine no matter what. I just need to hit backspace. Oop, can I echo myself?
No, it's Chris sent me a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably good if you just like mute the streams.
Yeah, I have done. Yeah.
Engines.
Take that off. Don't need that at the moment. Need that. Okay, so now in the atmosphere again. So this should orient itself till first in a minute. 400 meters a second is a little lower than it would be coming back from the moon. It'll be about, well, actually, it's about a kilometer a second lower than it would be coming back from Minmus. So it's probably about 400 meters a second slower than back from the moon. But it is heavier, so this is still a bit of good. This is still a good test. And it's turning itself round slowly.
I've lost the tab with your stream on. Where the hell there is?
What does it look like on YouTube's?
Oh dear,
right,
this is not good. The that engine's overheating already. Switch the temperature overlay. Oh. Let's try and get things pointed properly. Okay, this might not work then. I do have an idea for, because I'm going to be sending a very big ship eventually. It will need to error capture, so I'll need to invent some way of moving a heat shield over the engines.
Yeah.
I think I've got infernal robotics installed, which includes hinges and the like. So.
I love infernal robotics.
Oh no. Okay. Engines.
Every time I keep
the engine's just blown off.
I'll have it. I'm not there.
It's looking.
It's a bit of debris.
So at the moment, they'll go blown.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a piece of debris flying off.
Yeah.
Cool.
The rest of it seems to be okay. What I might do, I think, is just disable it, just decouple the. Try and get rid of that. Whoops, it is it. Okay. That's a lot of debris. Oh well.
Fucking hell.
So the main service module has just flown off because it's really heavy and full of fuel. That engine cannot take that kind of stress, so I'm gonna have to replace it with one that can, or I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that this is not going to be entirely reusable. That's fine.
I wonder if I still have simple rockets on my iPad. I did.
Oh well, that's going to survive anyway. Okay, so that's cost me 50 grand for that sim, but everything does seem to work okay. So I can afford to build that now. I think I can on my next moon trip. So what contracts I've got? Borman 1, named after Frank Borman, Apollo 8 captain, I think, commander. Because why not? It's going to cost me 166,000 to build this thing. I've got 242, so there's a good reason for testing this thing. Make sure it's all going to work fine. Right then. What other engine options have I got? I think I've got that one. Does this show temperature? Let's see. It's a more efficient engine, but I like the other one for now. That's okay, we'll manage. Okay, so I'll build that. Committed to building. There we go. So I now have very little money. I've got a couple of contracts underway, which are putting satellites around both the moon and Minmus. I think one is already there. That's okay, we'll manage. Okay, so I'll build that. I'm just rolling out the second one at the moment. There we go. So I now have very little money. And the Airwind 2 is a rover, which I've got a mission to go and land a rover on. Minmus, I think. Did I pick that up? Rover missions. Rover deployment, Minmus. No. Yeah. Flag planting, plant flag on the moon. Plant flag on Minmus, which is more money. So I think the Ballman might be going to the Minmus first because it's worth more money. It will just about cover the cost of the rocket. Will the reward? So. I've got a mission to do an orbital spacewalk, which I can't pick up just yet because I've got too many missions. Okay, I've got an atmospheric survey mission to do, and I think my little plane is ready to go. I'm going to do that first, I think. Which I'm afraid is not going to be very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
It's a long flight. I can show off. For some reason, I decided to start naming all my planes after characters from Blackadder. So the Melchit was sort of big and pointless. The Baldric was a bit shit, and the Darling was okay, but not brilliant. This is the Blackadder, however. Looks the part. It's also got a bomb bay. With a little launchable science package in the bomb bay, so it flies over whatever. Okay, so whether it be a plateau in the middle of the mountains, which I can't land on because I don't have the ability to land. This thing just doesn't perform well enough at slow speed. So I just drop a science package. I want to research, so I'm going to go over here. It is in fact going to be night time, so I might put the brakes on and wait for dawn. Why is that slowing down? Oh, the rollout is fine. Carry on. Right, okay, so I'm flying backwards toward the Terminator, so that'll probably be fine. So. Oh, brakes are on. It's freezing for some reason.
I'm struggling to fucking crop something on OBS. This is really frustrating.
What are you struggling with? You're setting a scene up?
Yeah, I just want to like crop a section of the window and I just can't figure it out.
I've had trouble with F1 2014 setting scenes up. Not 2014, 2016. It won't game capture, so it has to capture the whole monitor. It's a real pain in the ass. Whereas Kerbal works absolutely fine. I'm running this thing in a window. As you can tell by the slightly odd resolution, but it works really, really well. Okay, whoops, this one rolls far too fast. I think I might swap these over actually, so that can be roll and that can be pitch. That's a little better, slightly better performance. Okay, it's going to be really dull to watch this, but I'm going to try and speed up as much as I can. So you streaming? You're streaming on YouTube rather than on Twitch?
Yeah, I just thought for a change I'd stream on YouTube.
While I was doing this mission, I was going to host you if you're on Twitch, but
right, okay.
it's fine.
No,
And I'm watching you both.
Let's go and look what you're doing, Chris.
I'm just trying to fucking sort this shit out first. I'm literally, I don't think there's anything on my screen which is...
Oops, pay attention, Chris. That's a mountain. Don't want to fly into that.
Best not to.
Yeah, best not. Let's fly around the peak. Fly
Unfortunately,
through
the
the valley.
mountain will win.
I like flying planes on this. I like playing flight sims though, so it's quite nice having a plane that you've built yourself. It's a pretty game. I've got scatter installed, which adds a load of atmospheric shaders to the game, so you get fade in the distance and you get
right.
kind of thing. But I did have a mod called environmental enhancement, visual enhancement. But it was a memory leak somewhere along the line. It just ground to a halt after a minute or two. I was trying to use about 9 or 10 gigs of RAM, which is a bit stupid.
Why does my app store not work?
I like that little Is Chris there or is?
I'm here, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah? So I say I like that little splash screen you made.
Oh yeah, I thought it just well, because it's actually technically streaming. So, how did I do this?
Oh yeah, I can see your setup
There.
and my stream in the background, which is weird.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I've got an idea.
This. I've actually just researched a ramjet, so I could build this thing into a high altitude supersonic cruiser, but I haven't got pre-coolers yet, and this and it will probably blow the engine up if I try and use it. I've built one before, and the window in which you can fly it safely at high altitude is very narrow, and if you don't pay attention, you end up blowing your engine up. Or you fly too high and the whole thing flames out and you can't get the thing relit again, which was a pain in the ass. So I'm going to stick with the standard turbo jets at the moment. This one's got an afterburner, so if I need extra power I can switch it on. Sudra Kerman's my main pilot. She does all these kind of missions. Don't know why. She just does. I've got the cockpit as well is enhanced by the fact I've got a mod called Raster Prop Monitor installed, and it adds these little MFD displays, so it links with other mods.
Right.
So I've got ScanSat installed, so I've got a survey satellite in orbit that has scanned the whole planet, so I can see where I am essentially.
Okay.
It's quite good.
I think I'm all set up now.
Good.
Right. So.
Oh, you got a little picture-in-picture of. That's quite fun.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I no
There
longer
we
have
go.
to keep swapping tabs.
So how do you do?
Sweet.
I might have to look at YouTube. When did you? Is that done with OBS? Those little overlays.
Yeah. It's just I've got the two monitors. I've got a display capture for my second monitor. And,
Oh, okay.
Actually, you can do browser capture as well. Actually, but it was outputting the audio, and I couldn't mute the thing through it. So I'll fiddle with that later. But this is a solution. I just literally scaled it, full screen scaled it. So.
No, it's cool.
No idea what it looks like because I can't see it because when I turn it off to have a look, then anyway.
I've seen a slight flaw with your design there.
Yeah.
2, in fact.
No. Oh wait,
Yep.
yeah.
1, no parachute. 2, no air intakes for your jet engine.
I know. I just realised that.
And I think you might be carrying a lot of spare oxidizer there.
No. I got rid of my oxidizer.
Oh, well done. Okay, that's one thing.
I did something right. Look.
That's all right, 'cause what would have happened there, as soon as you'd staged that, is that you'd have a little shower of sparks in the back of it, and it would have dropped 400 feet to the ground because for some reason you built it at the top of the VAB.
Well, that gives the Kerbal a time to evacuate when he realises that there's no oxygen intake. Right.
And it also gives you probably about 4 or 5 meters a second delta V as well.
Yeah.
Every little helps and all that.
Exactly. Where would I find the oxygen chisels?
Right, aerodynamics. So
Aha.
the little wing on the left,
Got it.
and then you probably you'll want utility, which is the one at the bottom, I think, for parachutes. We should do a picture-in-picture of your
Nonsense.
screen, but then we'd have a picture-in-picture of my stream on yours with a picture-in-picture on that.
Yeah, that'd go a bit mad, wouldn't it? It's fine.
I'm totally going to try that.
Totally going to break the system.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea. Alright, okay, I'm going to start faffing with the scene while it's running. That's not a good idea, is it?
I don't want that snapping. Why?
I'm going to leave that alone. I don't know OBS very well. I haven't played with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, but I don't know if they're symmetrical. Oh, press C. You've not got angle snapping.
Yeah, I've just put it on. I was thinking.
Oh, sorry, I'm a few seconds behind.
Yeah, I was just thinking, oh, they're too big, and I've been playing with Blender all day. I'm like, I'll just scale. Why is scaling not working?
You can get a mod. There's a mod called Tweak Scale, which will allow you to do that.
Yeah, I've had them all
And it will
before. I want to keep it as vanilla as I possibly can because things just kind of get messy. I'm like,
I get bored with vanilla these days. That's why I've got TAC Life support. I haven't got remote tech installed this time because I'm giving the new stock communication system a go, which is actually doing pretty well. It's not as hard as remote tech, but
right, let's see if I can remember.
It's a nice balance.
How the feck to do this? Now I think I've got another.
I've got Ferrum Aerospace installed either.
I think I need to put that there.
No parachute still, but
it's fine.
We'll land it tail first, it'll be fine.
We don't need parachutes. We'll skid stop.
Where we're going, we don't need parachutes.
Right, okay, so let's see if this works. Right, are we all ready? Are we all paying attention?
Yeah, in between playing with my simple rockets.
And that's how it always goes. Let's try that again.
I forgot not to fucking do this.
Which order's the staging going? Is it from 0 up or from 1 down?
No, it's from 1. It's from the bottom. It's the bottom of the list up.
Right. Let's try this again. Let's see how fast we can. Is that like full? How do you know it's full power?
If you right click on it, it will show you what its current thrust is. I don't know what I can't remember off the top of my head what the rated thrust of those things are, but it should stabilise around
thrust 50.1 kN. Right, okay, let's go.
Sounds about right. How quickly is it going?
It's quickly spinning. Yeah,
Switch,
it's pretty stable.
Switch your SAS on. Oh, yeah, it's going. I can see it now. Oh,
wait. SAS.
That's
no. Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. Sorry, now I can.
This is going to be a really old and slightly geeky reference, but it kind of reminds me of a Minbari fighter from Babylon 5. 90s reference.
Yeah. So what we've actually got here is it's like a friction-based mining drill. Interplanetary mining drill. So what we'll do is we'll get up enough speed and we'll see how far into the ground we can tunnel.
I can't quite see Jeb's expression from here, I'm afraid.
He's pretty happy actually.
He's not going to be in a minute, is he?
Considered. I mean, it might be a little bit dizzy. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing back. Oh my god, we don't have an. Oh shit. Yeah, we're going down. Okay, so we need to tweak this a little bit more. Right.
No, I need a parachute. No.
That can come off.
Were you playing?
On simple rockets.
Oh, right.
I've just re-downloaded it onto my iPad because for some reason it disappeared. I think I only installed it a while ago because I got bored of it.
Is there anything different? Is there any difference between an advanced inline stabilizer and a small inline reaction wheel, other than the size?
Yes. One's slightly stronger than the other, I think.
Right. Okay.
The bigger one's slightly stronger, but I'm not sure. Does it give you a
So they do the same thing. It's
torque
just
value?
Right.
Yeah, they're exactly the same otherwise.
Right, let's get this right. Let's change my stage around so the rockets actually take off before I detach them.
Okay, so that's going to give us the most. So we'll stick that on there. And
Right, so stage 1 is them 2 rockets. Dun, dun, dun. Stage 2 is detach the fuel pods. Yep. Stage 3.
okay, now this is going to be dog's bollocks. This.
This is going to be interesting. Share my cat stream from my iPad because this is going to be funny.
Oh wait, I've lost my index. Why have I lost my index?
Let's change my hood a bit. Gives me some more information. It's not supersonic, this thing. It's,
Do the air intakes have to be attached to the fuel tank, or is it just kind of inferred that they're there?
no, the fuel tanks don't really have any logic to them. I don't know if they're going to change that at any point, but as long as you have an air intake on it somewhere,
Right. Okay.
you can have it stuck on the end of a gantry if you really want. But that looks kind of cool.
No!
Oh, you're just putting massive reaction wheels on the thing for control.
Yes. Why? How would you do it?
I'd have probably put a thrust vectoring jet on the back, to be honest. You might get more control out of it.
Right,
It's more fun this way.
Okay.
This looks like something that's out of like kind of 60s sci-fi or something. It's
It kind of does,
nice.
actually.
I've
So,
done it again.
I slightly messed up with mine.
We've disconnected you.
Well, as my side engines disconnected, so did the middle one that kept the rocket going. Didn't mean for them to all disconnect at the same time. That's why. Dumbass.
I think I'm going to switch Twitch off for now, because this is going to be rather dull for anybody watching, because I'm just going to be flying this for probably another half an hour. So I might come back on later if we're doing something else.
Yeah. Anybody fancy Game of League?
Yeah, don't mind. Just let me get.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to switch my stream off.
You two seem to be having too much fun for me to interrupt that. So.
No, I'll happily go to League. I was just kind of wanted. I've been craving a little bit of KSP nonsense.
Let me just fly this rocket and see if I don't detach the wrong thing.
I've been looking forward to sitting playing KSP all day, I've got to admit.
Right, let's see how fast.
And I woke up hungover this morning. Yay!
Right, we're good to go. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is, yeah, okay.
I think there's some talk of armour later, I don't know what the plan is there.
Oh, I've still not sorted my mods out. It's just easy for me to join a game with people who've got the mods because it just does it for me.
The hell's that?
Really bad music.
I blame other bro.
No, it's not me.
Oh, hello. Snuck in. I didn't hear
Yeah, he
you.
came in about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, right. Hello. Be quiet. I thought I'd say that.
I did say hi. In all honesty.
I didn't.
Oh, right, sorry, I was too busy yakking. Okay, so that's my bad.
I was too busy crashing.
You're playing Kerbal, you're always crashing.
I know, it's the best part of the game.
Apparently there's another game called Simple Planes.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's not as good. It's kind of fiddly.
Let's have a look. This game requires an iPhone 4S, iPad 2 or iPad Mini 1. Cool, I got iPad 4, I think I fall into that category.
iPad Mini 1 is like exactly the same as the iPad 2, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just smaller. Same tech, just smaller.
Okay. What we're gonna need on this. This is cool looking.
Matt, are you leaguing?
Yeah.
Okay. What's next of Siege?
Not very good.
It's all right. I mean, there are better
Well,
game
there's
modes,
4 of us.
but-
Do we want to do an ARAM or
2v2s. Yeah, I'm happy for either.
We could do the 2v2 that we did the other day.
Okay, I'll just set up a game and then wait for Phil to like get online.
What are those
God's sake.
control thingies called that steer the things? I forget the name of them. Scary. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right, so let's move up there. Right, we're starting to look good now. Okay, that looks pretty sexy. There we go. Oh, shit. We can fix this. Oh, yeah, there we go. No, up, you bastard!
Sounds like you're having sex.
Yeah. Although this is more fun.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You're doing it wrong.
Why did that not work? You shouldn't work, you bastard. I think I need to get it to... I think I need a certain speed first to sort of stabilise it. Okay, so... That. I put my SAS on first this time, that was the problem. Okay, this is going to be my last test flight before I come out of this and play some Wii. I wonder if those reaction wheels are just like so heavy for it that it's...
Oh, bugger. I just realised I'm missing something quite important off this plane. That's some comms equipment. Can't transmit anything home. So I'm going to have to land, get the Kerbal out, pull all the information and stuff out the various scientific equipment, and then stash it in the cockpit and then take off again. Pain in the arse.
Apparently my friend got a free drink on the house, not just a free drink or a drink on the house, it was a free drink on the house.
Well, I suppose it could have been a free drink on his work. You know, a free drink on some...
Due to the ridiculous waiting time at the place that she was at. It's like... I don't say it doesn't not make sense, it just feels like you didn't need to put free drink on the house.
Nah. You're right. It is a bit excessive, but not technically incorrect.
And she also obviously had to have a photograph taken of her with the drink on, because she's that sort of girl.
Right, so we're actually flying pretty well, actually. This is a stable craft. So let's see how close to the ground we can get it without crashing it now.
Mother messaged me yesterday. And she goes to me, "You thinking of visiting parents tomorrow?" And I was just like, "What? You?" And she's like, "Well, look, do you have any others?" And I was like, "Well, why did you pose it like that? I want you to say, are you coming to see us tomorrow?"
Yes, we're visiting Becky's parents. Why do you ask?
I've already said this to you yesterday, didn't I? You said the exact same thing.
No, he didn't say.
someone else said that exact same. Are you sure we were on this yesterday?
No, honestly.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm doing alright actually, this is good, this is working well.
Apparently Woody Harrelson doesn't eat meat, dairy, sugar or flour. He's a vegan and raw foodist.
Crazy son of a bitch. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. You guys still watching this?
Yeah. Your vehicle is getting more and more bizarre. Is it of any use yet? Is this gonna be something you? Is it something you're going to use for stuff, or like,
yeah?
Do you just play sandbox, or do you play?
Yeah,
career?
sandbox. This is going to be like the pod race championships or something. Okay.
I've got a racing jet actually that I've built before because Scott Manley made a little map which is like a little racetrack around the Kerbal Space Center. So I made a plane to fly around it.
Nice.
It's quite good fun.
Oh, I think I remember you doing that. Right, okay, quit the menu. Okay, that was fun.
Alright, let's have a look then.
And I'm quitting the stream.
I posted